Hi, my name is Gretchen Garrison, and this year I will be teaching beginning lit. Mrs. Harrington is going to be on sabbatical for a year. I am really excited about this class. As you can perhaps tell from behind me, I might be considered a reader. In fact, I probably read at least 150 books a year. Not kidding about that. So I have loved reading ever since I was young. And this book right here is proof of this. This is a book I won after a reading contest in second grade. I read 2,424 pages in 1 month. In case you were wondering, no, I was never allowed to enter the contest again. But I have fond memories of reading as a child, and that is why, for me, it is sad that sometimes when students hit middle school, they stop loving to read. And I think part of that reason is because we go from reading for joy to reading for assignments. And so my purpose and hope for this class this year is we are going to do some discussing of books, but mainly the class is going to be focusing on reading. Students will be reading a lot. For those students who love to read, this sounds like the ideal class. But I'm also hoping to reach out to those students who aren't convinced that reading is for them anymore. We are going to be reading a variety of genres. We are going to be discussing in class. And while they are going to have to do some interacting with the books that they've read, it is not going to be a simple vocabulary and questions assignments. We're going to be doing a lot of really interactive things in our class. So in the fall, we are going to be reading the book Holes Together. And this is one of my favorite books. My youngest two students both took Beginning Lit, and we really enjoyed reading this book together. It won the Newbery Award, and so we are going to be doing some questions as we read, and I'm going to teach the students how to interact with books before I assign them their own books and allow them to pick what they want to read. And then this second semester, we are going to read the book Labors of Hercules Beale. When I was in my literature class for my graduate degree at Concordia, I had to read this book, and I really enjoyed it so much. And so I'm really excited to introduce the kids to themes. It connects to life and loss and Greek mythology, and it is just a beautiful book. And so that's how we'll start second semester. Because this is a recent Golden Sower nominee, the library actually has multiple copies. And so the plan will be for both books, both Holes and the Labors of Hercules Beale, that there should be enough copies that books should not need to be purchased unless the family would like to own their own copy. The other books can all be either purchased, used, or new if they want, but I'm hoping that for Beginning Lit this year, families will make great use of library cards. The library has so many great books to offer, and so I will be providing a list of books that are optional, and if students have other books that they want to read that interest them, as long as they get my approval and parent approval, they can choose their own titles as well. So I think we're really going to enjoy our time together. And for those of you who are hoping to be able to reuse some of the titles that were used for Beginning Lit, if one of your students took that class with Mrs. Harrington, all of the books that she assigned have been able to fit into the categories that we're reading, so you can definitely have your students read those books if you're hoping to continue to have family read-alouds. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Check out the syllabus and more information with this class description. Thank you.